I watched this iFixit repair video like 3 times. I want to say the whole video is like a couple of minutes, like including his intro and him going over what tools he's using and all that stuff. Like the whole thing is 3 minutes. And so I'm hoping that I don't mess this up. I did notice though, I didn't check the toolkit first, which I should have done because I got it on Tuesday. So I've been sitting on this toolkit. I finally opened it up. It comes with this stuff, not the Joycon obviously, but it comes with all these tools, but it's supposed to come with this little like plastic pick to pry it open, and mine didn't. Full disclaimer, opening this Joycon will probably void my warranty, and if anyone's watching gets the idea to do this as well, I am not liable for anything that happens. I'm definitely liable for anything that happens to my own controller here, since I guess everything is so small in here that you could easily break a cable or like damage a terminal or something. I'm putting some gloves on so that I don't get any kind of like grease from my hands or like any kind of dust or anything from my hands into the Joycon here. Another concern is, like I was saying earlier, I don't have the little plastic pick to open it up, so I'm gonna use this spudger, I think they call it, to try to do it. So wish me luck. Yeah, I guess it's I hadn't heard of it until it started to become an issue with these Joy-Cons, and I guess it could happen to any controllers, but the other controllers, they you could spray stuff in there, like, you know, spray like a can of air in there and clean it out, and can't really with these because the module's so small. If I mess this up, I have to buy another Joy-Con, and that's like $40 to buy a single Joy-Con. Let me switch over to the other view so you can actually see what I'm doing here. Yeah, so they're really expensive because they have a lot of technology in them. The right Joy-Con either inside or underneath the joystick, it has an NFC reader. Oh, the right one also has infrared on the bottom, little infrared sensor that you can use. And they both have the gyro controls. I'm trying to get this on camera, gyro controls. But yeah, there's a ton of technology in here, and the rails and everything. You can connect them to the controller or the system and charge them and everything. But let's get started. I have this little tiny bit, it's a special bit for these screws here. If I can actually see what I'm doing. Oh man, this is tiny. Wow, this is really far in there. Okay, one screw. Ha ha ha. Lefty loosey, everybody. This is definitely not something I recommend if you're not used to opening up electronics. For anybody who knows me, they know I've worked in IT for many years, and I'm used to opening up bigger things like laptops, desktop computers, things like that, but not anything so small as one of these Joy-Cons. Oh, I see where you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to get underneath here with the little, it's like a guitar pick almost. I'm gonna imagine it's basically a guitar pick that they send you. They didn't send me one, so I'm gonna send an email to customer support and be like, hey, you never sent me all my tools. Essentially in the video that I saw the guy repairing it, you just kind of slide this. Oh yeah, you gotta be really careful though. You gotta slide it along and kind of like gently twist it to pop it off. There we go. Popping it off. Opening it up. Okay. All right. Okay. I feel like this is so small that this deserves a little bit of zoomy zoom. Let's see if I can get even closer, because I zoomed in a little bit. I'm not sure if the quality is gonna like end up being really bad. Can I zoom in any more than this? That's the best I can zoom. Wow, okay. I'm using a pretty old phone with this camera here. It can only really do what it can do. Sorry that you're not seeing what I'm seeing. I'm just watching the official video of the iFixit guy doing it. Again, unless you're very used to repairing small electronics like this, I do not recommend this. I am gonna give this my best. Okay, I'm sorry that none of that was on camera. I had to do it really close because it's so small. All right. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. Oh, okay. You know what? I just kind of stuck my finger in there because the battery is like literally adhered, like there's glue in here. Oof. Yeah, there's like, well, it looks like tape actually. Battery aside. All right, battery is out. I'll put this back down here. Yeah, oh my god, these ribbon cable. If you've ever seen ribbon cables in like a PC, they're huge and you're like, whatever, and they just flop around. You're like, who cares? These things are like the smallest, the gentlest pull, and you'll destroy them. All right, now I gotta get other things, some screws in here I gotta take out because I have to take out this battery tray. iFixit, man, you know, other than not sending me all the tools that they did send me are really nice. I at one point considered getting myself an iFixit, like one of those big toolkits. So those are like pretty expensive. They're like $100 or something, but they like come with all the stuff you could ever need to fix anything. And these are all like pretty quality things. The bits for this screwdriver go underneath like this little compartment for them right there, which is kind of cool. Oh, okay, so this comes up. Oh boy, where is it? Oh, there's a fifth one. Get out of here. All right, now that we have this trifecta of a thing, now I have to remove a bunch of these ribbon cables because there's a bunch of them in this little area and you have to disconnect all of them, I think, or at least most of them. Like two, I think two of them. I was joking, it's not all of them. Luckily, it's like two of them, but they have a little mechanism where it unlocks them. The iFixit guy in the video does this so fast. He's like, bloop, 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 bloop. He's like, I'm just in awe watching this person do this. I feel like this walkthrough I'm watching is a lie because everything looks like it's 5 times bigger than what I'm seeing here. Like he's doing it like he has like a 5 times larger replica of a Joycon that he's doing it with. And he's like, see, it's so easy. And then you go to do it and you're like, what the hell? Oh, the button fell off. That's probably fine. That's probably fine. Trying to not get out of the way of the microphone. You can't really hear me all that well with that. Oh, I don't know if you, this is so small. I'm not even sure you could have even seen that, but. Oh yeah, woohoo, yeah, hot damn. Oh my god, it was the tiniest little, and I feel like my left hand is covering most of it. And there's like this tiny tabs that pop up. And then the ribbon cable can come out. And then this one on the right. Okay, so it was 3, okay. Okay, I think I got it. Don't worry, everybody. I think I got it. I'm definitely not a surgeon, but like you were saying before, this feels like surgery. And when I pop out each little piece or flip up each little tab every single time, here, for emphasis, every single time, it's like a little victory. And I feel like we've like just brought the patient back to life for like the 80th time. All right, let's go back to the other view. 2 more screws. Oh, I am stuck on something. There's like a gasket under the joystick that I am stuck on. I've made the biggest mistake of this whole entire journey, in that I put the joystick to the side and then I looked over and it was right next to the new one, and I wasn't sure which was which. These little gold guys. I may have damaged something in here. I was afraid that was gonna happen. I put in the first screw, and then when I went to screw in the second one, it wasn't going in. So I repositioned and I started spinning it around again, and then I was like, something must be obstructing it. And the thing that was obstructing it was a ribbon cable from something else that had gotten underneath it when I put it back, when I put the new module in. We're gonna obviously test this all out once I'm done. So hopefully, if I'm lucky, that didn't do too much and I'll be okay. But from what I understand, that is the ribbon cable for the trigger button, ZL or whatever they call it. Oh no, that one is. So it must be the one for the button. I'm honestly not quite sure how I'm gonna cut this for YouTube. I planned on putting this on YouTube like after, just cutting it up and like making a video out of it, but I don't know how I'm gonna do that because I keep messing up. But I think it would, you know what, it'll keep me honest, and I think it will be a good idea for other people who want to try to fix theirs to show what could go wrong. Why won't you go in? This is where you're supposed to go. Sorry, I keep leaning my head forward. I'm trying to keep this in the view of the camera and be able to see it. Everything is just so small. Well, I hope that's good enough. We're doing this one upside down. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting back to the point where I'm gonna be able to get everything back in here. I'm confusing myself. So these black ones, the black screws are for the back to close it all up. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but 3 of them are gold and 2 of them are silver. I'll tell you what though, how confident are we that that's the new stick? Good question. I am fairly confident that this is the new stick. I'm fairly confident because the old stick, or at least what I think is the old stick, when I looked at them both, the ribbon cable, I don't know if you can even see it from this. Maybe I can switch my camera view here. No, that doesn't really help. That doesn't really come across. The ribbon is doing like this. And so my theory is that the ribbon is kinked. Yeah, it's like, but in the other stick, when I looked at them both, the ribbon was perfectly straight. That in the actual joystick has a lot of give on this one and did not have a lot of, this had some give, but not like nearly as much give as this one. So I'm very certain that this is the old one and I put the new one in correctly. And again, who knows? Who knows? But before, when I was trying to put the new module in and screw the new module in, the second screw, the ribbon for the bumper, the button, somehow got under. And so when I was putting the second screw in, I was pushing down into that ribbon with the screw. And so there's like a little indent in it, in that ribbon cable. And I'm really, really hoping it didn't break it, because if I go to play something on here and that button doesn't work, then I know for a fact that I destroyed that button. And then I'll be ordering a different iFixit kit, you know? One thing to say about this walkthrough is that there's a full video walkthrough and a full step-by-step instructions with photos. And when I was like, oh, I have 3 gold screws and 2 silver screws, I'm like, which ones are which? But to the step where that it was explaining to take the screws out, and it says remove these 3 gold screws, and it has them circled, and then the other 2 silver screws, and it's like perfect. It's like I know exactly which ones are which. I don't have to worry about trying to put screws in and hoping for the best. And the fact that this little screwdriver is magnetic is just beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. I just remembered that I'm going to have to reconnect this battery terminal. Oh, this is not going to be a fun time. This is going to be a bad time. This whole journey has been just a nightmare. You know, there's something to be said, and I'm gonna, again, for emphasis, switch to this scene. That's just me. There's something to be said about the fact that Nintendo repair these for free, and that I'm just a jerk and decided to do this myself. So whoever's out there watching, if you're watching my YouTube video after this, or if you're on this live stream, if you have a Joycon and it needs to be repaired for Joycon drift, just send it to Nintendo. Save yourself the pain. And we're back. Even if your Joy-Con is out of warranty too, like I mentioned in my Joy-Con drift video on my YouTube channel, they'll fix it out of warranty. And from what I understand, they give you a refurbished one, which kind of makes sense. They just take in the one you have, give you the different one, and then they fix it after the fact. So turnaround time is probably not too bad. Turnaround time was probably the amount of time it took me to order this kit and get it in the mail. So just saying. You know what? I'm gonna switch the scene. Because I'm not actually I don't have this under the thing, under the other camera anyway, so I'm at a crossroads, right? I could close this up and see if it will work just connect it to the Switch at all times and just never use it as a wireless Joy-Con ever again. Or I could keep trying this. Got it. Yeah! Cue the air horn sounds. Burr, 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 burr. All right, I should switch this scene again. I got it closed up, and now I just got to put these last 4 screws in, and then are these not? These are non-ferrous. Cool. I need a soundboard or something. I need the air horns, and I need that sound from Metal Gear Solid, the original Metal Gear Solid, when someone sees you, and it's like, Breep. I need that sound effect. All right. First, no wonder I'm having problems. I'm using the wrong bit. The outside, why game companies do this still to this day, I have no idea. But the outside screws are a different bit. They're like a special tiny star bit. Stupid. Just use a regular Phillips head. Regular Phillips head, please. This is 2022, where we have access to different bits where we can actually unscrew these anyway, so why would you even use them? I feel like the gloves were a good idea at first, and now it's getting really hard to grab these screws. All right, so we're gonna start up the Switch here. Oh yeah! All right, we did it. We did it. We did it. Here's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna test the Joy-Con. Oh, that'll take a little bit. Yeah! Look at me. Who would have thought? Who would have thought, right? That's great. Let's go back to this chat. We're just gonna chat for a minute on how proud of myself I am. I'm so happy. What have we learned today? We've learned if a company's gonna repair something for you for free and you don't repair small electronics all the time, just have them do it.